Well, hello there, my name is HW. Thank you so much for watching Tone Junkie TV. After the Jouster video, we got a ton of requests for this guy, the Minstrel. It's the Kingsley Minstrel. So the Minstrel is basically very similar to the Jester. You get a lot of those Jester tones, but in a smaller enclosure and without the boost on. I'm a little confused on this, but I've actually heard, I don't know that I've seen it on the website or from Simon Jarrett himself, but I've actually heard some people say the Minstrel is like the Jester sound when the boost is on. So it's like the boost is always on, I think. I'm not quite sure. You'll have to, we'll have to wait for Simon to weigh in on that. Maybe someone could comment if you know. But the Minstrel is like a single kind of channel version of the Jester. We get gain, volume, treble, middle, bass. So we get a 3-band EQ. We get volume and gain. Sounds pretty straightforward. What we also get is a 3-mode switch. Mode 1, it's for lighter breakup, edge of breakup kind of tones. We're going to try that. Mode 2, medium gain. You know, kind of maybe where we're going to like, maybe where we're going to live. We're going to find a lot of touch sensitivity. We're going to be able to clean it up a lot. And kind of maybe go down to an edge of breakup or fully clean tone, but then also maybe goose it with a tube screamer or something and see if that's where we want to live. Or maybe it's so touch sensitive, we're going to go right to number 3, and that's where the high gain aggressive tones are. Kind of rock and roll lives in mode 3. It's kind of in mode 2 also, but in mode 3, and it should be noted mode 3 is voiced a little on the, I think he calls it on the thinner side, the leaner side. And we'll hear what that means, but it's really to get that kind of, all that extra gain to punch through. Anyway, let's hear how the Minstrel sounds. I'm playing this Sir kind of classic closet, I don't think all these things, into a JRT profile divided by 13. It's a Fender-ish. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Let's hear how it sounds. Well, it's not a lot of breakup, that's for sure, and this is supposed to get us those edge of breakup tones. So let's try turning up the gain here, and I'm going to leave this EQ mostly at 12 o'clock. And let's see what we get on, like, here we go, like a 3-chord. Beautiful singing set. Wow, beautiful. A little heavy on the bass, so I'm going to take a little bit of that bass out. Like I said, you know, we add gain. I'm going to bring the gain back down a little bit and really get like a nice edge of breakup kind of sound, and then we'll play around with the EQ. So here's the bridge by itself. A little more gain. Beautiful, beautiful, really nice sounding stuff. Like I said again, here's like in between 2 positions. That's clean. That is very clean. And then we get this. this out. It gets a little bassy, I think, pretty fast. That's what I'm noticing. Yeah, it's just warm. I mean, I'm on this. I could come down here. That is a beautiful tone. I'll tell you, just compared to the Jouster, it's not nearly as super aggressive, but that's strong gain sounding, you know, and that's the bridge, and you know, you get this edge of break up here. Let's try what's the treble do? That's really nice. That's really beautiful. You get a great. You can really hear that. You can really hear the kind of really high end. It's almost borderlining on like a presence control. It's a pretty high frequency. The mids, I'm always interested in mid knobs, you know, does it make it like a tube screamer, you know, or what does it do? So here's the mid, let's just jump up here for kind of a mid-rangey sound. Interesting, almost feels like a little volume cut when we take the mids out. That control there seems to have a pretty wide frequency range. So I am using a humbucker pickup. You might be thinking these are a little more than edge of gain, but it is edge of gain when you're using a single coil. Plus, we've got the gain pretty high. So, channel 1, or mode 1, excuse me, you know, really nice. You know, we can get fully clean, kind of in this profile here. I'd say it does edge of breakup really well. I'd say that's exactly what it does really well. And I dig that tone a lot. That's a really beautiful sound. Let's go to mode 2, and I'm going to back this gain up, and I'm going to leave, you know, the EQ kind of where it is. I'm going to assume that kind of the pedal has a tendency. Let's see. Okay, let's see where we are. So wow, you can hear. I'll just jump back to mode 1 real quick. And we had taken the gain down from when we were playing on mode 1 earlier. You can hear the difference. You just hear that gain. That's a good sound. Let's leave that gain at 12 and let's brighten it up slightly. And let's just play around with that and the guitar. So here's a single coil sound. I'll tell you the feel that I'm experiencing here, and that's what, you know, you always get half the story with these videos. It feels, wow, it feels, the word that comes to mind is polished. and I think it sounds pretty polished. This sounded like rock. Like, yeah, this sounds like polished. Like, maybe this is the pedal you use to tell your parents you hate them. No, I don't know. I don't know. You know, like this pedal has the rock, like that angst, and just like there's a real aggression about it, you know, that just This Minstrel is so polished and beautiful. It's so mature sounding. You know what I mean? Maybe the jouster grows up into the minstrel. Maybe he's out there. He knocks, bangs up a couple of his enemies, of his brethren, and out in the jouster world. And maybe he crushes a few skulls and grows up and learns about the finer things in life and becomes a minstrel. Anyway, I don't know. I don't know. Wow. If you're a blues guy, open up your wallet right now. Like seriously, that is a blues tone. It just sounds good. I'm trying to like think of something like intelligent to say about it. Oh, I've got it. It sounds good. It sounds really good. Really good, maybe. Okay, let's jump to a humbucker. Just hear how it sounds all out. Okay, here's what I would do. With a pedal like this, we're going to keep going with the gain range, and that has me thinking, okay, there's going to be more gain than I need. But right now, we're at 12 o'clock in mode 2. So the middle mode, right in the middle of the gain range. Fair to say we're sitting in the middle of the pedal in terms of its gain, right? Here's where I would go, okay, I have a clean sound. Now, I've got my dirty sound. And with these pedals, they're so touch sensitive that you can really just back it off, like even go into this position 4 mode. All those tones just came from me playing my guitar. Now, if I want to, I can go back to a single coil. Here it is without a tube screamer. Here it is with a tube screamer. That's really nice. Here it is, humbucker. Sounds like that's a great rock tone. And then I'm gonna jump over. Sorry, turn on tube screamer. I don't know. That's all you need right there. This and a tube screamer. I will say one thing, and I don't mean this in a bad way. Is it as touch sensitive as the Jouster? No. There is, because we're dealing with less gain, there's this kind of a natural amount of compression. I know that sounds counterintuitive, but this pedal as a whole, the feel of it, it's very touch sensitive. Don't get me wrong. It's still a very touch sensitive drive. I would describe it that way. But the Jouster, you could whisper through it and it just takes it away. It takes off. The Minstrel has this very nice, lovely level of compression I think a blues player would really enjoy. I think any player would really enjoy. I'm loving this sound. The compression is so natural. It feels like an amp. That's without the pedal. Here's with. That's beautiful. Let's go to mode 3. Let's just jump. Here's mode 2. Here's mode 3. Now that's loud. That's minstrel territory. I'm sorry, that's Jouster territory I think we're getting into. So with it on 12 o'clock, wow, that is a lot. A little bit of hum. You can hear some hum. If I take that down, the gain down. What happens if I go to the third mode and take the gain down? Sounds like mode 1 or 2. But if I do leave it at 12, can I clean it up with my guitar? So that's a level of touch sensitivity of dynamics. I mean, here's the pedal full on. I'm using a neck single coil. Kind of warm there, and I think we get a lot of bass kind of needs to be re-EQ'd. But anyway, here's a bridge humbucker. So for me, having run through this, I really do prefer this pedal, strangely enough, right in the middle. I prefer it at the gain at 12 with the mode at 2, and I kind of think the voice of number 2, the mode 2 switch, is kind of the most beautiful in the pedal. And just to give you an idea of what you can do in mode 2, you can turn that gain up. So I'll tell you, mode 2 with a tube screamer. With a guitar that really does it for you, with a guitar that just lets you kind of express yourself dynamically, and you can roll up and down. And my favorite guitars have single coils and humbuckers, so you can kind of get kind of a lighter touch with the single coils, more snappiness, and then really let the mid-range from the humbucker really pound into that pedal, and it really rewards great playing and great pedals. I think that's sort of approach. So the Minstrel is a killer pedal. I gotta tell you, I highly recommend you check this out, and basically all of the Kingsley line. Hey, thanks so much on behalf of John, the Sues, and myself, HW. We're having a great time doing this channel. I love that people are watching and are subscribing and are just into it, and really does make my day. The Minstrel from Kingsley gets my my high praise, and absolutely, I think you should check out this thing. So anyway, I am HW. Tone Junkie TV, thanks so much for watching.